Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. Now, at the end of the previous episode, we quickly touched up on which games we will be playing and which one we would be simulating. And realistically, I'm just going to have to stick with that. Up first, we're taking on Juventus in the quarterfinals of the Champions League at home. We then take on Fulham in the Premier League, also at home. And then for the final game in today's episode, we're travelling over to Italy, where we're taking on Juventus for the second time in today's episode in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Now, we said we have to be playing the two legs against Juventus. The first one being at home, where I am going to try and get a 2 or 3-0 lead, see out a clean sheet, and hopefully don't give them that advantage of scoring an away goal. Then we can look at the Fulham game and put out the best team that we possibly can. And then when we head over to take on Juventus at their home stadium, we'll do as much damage as we possibly can. It's certainly going to be difficult, especially with the likes of Virgil van Dijk not being in the team, because obviously, of course, he is out injured, unfortunately, and will be for around probably another 3 to 4 weeks, which is a massive loss to us. But we just have to adjust, we have to adapt, and we have to be ready to go. But before we dive into the first game against Juventus at Anfield, we are, of course, going to do my favourite part of the video, and that is jump over to the comment section from the previous episode. Now, again, I said to you guys in the last episode that I have started wearing the Liverpool Premier League Champions t-shirt. I'm going to wear it to hopefully bring us luck in order to help us win the Champions League and the Premier League in Season 2 at Liverpool before we happily retire at Dortmund eventually once we complete that series, do one final FIFA 20 career mode, and then before you guys know it, we'll be on to FIFA 21 where we kick off the Liverpool career mode again and also another career mode to run alongside it. I am super pumped for it, but hopefully this t-shirt does bring us a little bit of luck. And again, guys, I've mentioned this a few times, stop mentioning it now, but I do apologise over my hair. In 3 or 4 days, I will be getting it cut. I will have a clean, short haircut, and it'll just be so nice to just not have all this hair growing everywhere. It's just a bit of a mess. There's nothing I can do about it, but it is going to be changing soon. And I also want to let you guys know that today, if you don't follow me on Instagram, first of all, go and check down below in the description. Follow me on Instagram. You'll probably enjoy my stories. I don't post a lot. So far, I've posted a 2017 Liverpool away kit as a giveaway, the purple one. We give that away. A gentleman called George won that. So, George, if you're watching this, congratulations. And currently, I have a Turtle Beach PX22 giveaway over on my Instagram. And they are the only 2 pictures I've actually uploaded. The Instagram is going to become a giveaway Instagram. But at the moment, I'm giving away things that I may not necessarily use or need anymore, and then I'm sure you guys can benefit from it. But the main reason I use Instagram is for stories, posting what I'm doing in my day, whether I've just got a new parcel, whether I'm cooking a nice breakfast, having a beer and ice cream in the garden, going on a little day trip, going to IKEA, whatever it may be. I post little snippets of my day over on Instagram. It's sort of like a little bit of a mini vlog, but I don't have to edit it. I can just put it straight on Instagram. So if you don't follow me, definitely follow me. And the other day, I posted that I had got a brand new green screen, because the green screen I'm using right now, you guys are so used to, because it's oval shaped, it rolls, and as the chair moves, sometimes you can see the black of the edging, it moves. I got a brand new one that was literally, it's a long piece, like a little box that's metal, and you pull the green screen out of the box and then it pops up when it hits the top. Unfortunately, it wasn't wide enough. And then today, my girlfriend has went and ordered me a wide one that will fit. So eventually, guys, there'll be none of this. You see where the green screen, let me see if I can get it to come in. See there now how that looks? There'll be none of that very, very soon. There'll be a nice, clean, straight green screen behind me that'll make editing the videos a hell of a lot easier. But the comments, ladies and gentlemen, first. Charlie with the first comment saying, great video, mate. Hopefully the City defeat won't cost you the Premier League, although I'm sure it won't after the way you've been playing. Bring on Juventus. Flex arm, flex arm. Firstly, Charlie, yeah, I hope that the loss to City hasn't cost us the league. I'll be absolutely gutted if it has. I think we're still in a prime position, but the reply that I said is, when you play on ultimate difficulty on FIFA 20, if you go 1 or 2-0 down, it's really difficult to claw your way back. And we went 2-0 down. Yes, we managed to get back to 2-1. But the fact we've got to go and score 3 goals when we're 2-0 down to get the win, it makes it very, very difficult. So hopefully that's not going to happen in today's episode when we take on Juventus and Fulham. Ethan saying first with a love heart. Don't need to watch the whole video. I already know it's a banger. Well, thank you very much, Ethan. I do massively appreciate that. And as always, I appreciate the support that you show to the videos. Marco saying, dude, I'm loving your career modes. Keep them up. And then praying hands. No problem, Marco. These videos are going nowhere. And over time, when FIFA 21 comes out, they're only going to get better, bigger, and more exciting, because I've got a lot of original ideas that I'm going to be throwing into the FIFA 21 content. I've already started planning some of the FIFA 21 career modes and content around the future game. So it is going to be a little bit of a banger, and I hope it's really going to help the channel grow, introduce a lot more people to the channel. I'll make a bigger community for you guys to talk amongst yourselves, and also obviously my pro clubs team, Calm Club. I've had a few people from the channel saying, Brad, I want to join next year. As it grows, the channel, it'll grow and more people want to get involved in it, which is always great to see. Dozzy saying class with a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Dozzy. I'm glad you thought the episode was class. And CrowGamer11 saying great video, keep up the good work and have an awesome day. Well, CrowGamer, thank you very much. I hope you're having an awesome week. I'm pretty sure this will be going out on Wednesday, so you're already halfway through your week. Hopefully you are having an awesome week. But that is it for the comment sections, and now we can focus on this game in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Juventus. We are in the quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen. That means we then take on the semi-finals, and then most importantly, the final. Now, the way I'm going to be doing this, guys, moving forwards, is what's the best way to say it? It's my schedule, you guys know, is I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And what I used to do is I used to have week A, which would be on Monday and Friday, I'd upload Liverpool career mode, and on the Wednesday in the middle, I'd do Dortmund. And then week B, where I uploaded Liverpool on week A, which was Monday and Friday, I'd upload Dortmund, and then just the one in the middle on the Wednesday, which would be the Liverpool career mode. So it was 2 Liverpool, 1 Dortmund, and then it'd flip, and it'd be 2 Dortmund and 1 Liverpool. Because we're so far on in the Liverpool career mode, that I need to kind of get the Dortmund career mode to catch up. Moving forward, Monday is always going to be a Dortmund career mode. Wednesday is always going to be a Liverpool career mode, and Friday is going to be back to the Dortmund career mode. And by doing 2 Dortmund and 1 Liverpool a week, they should eventually catch up, and within a week or so, by the time I'm finished in the Liverpool career mode, after maybe 2 or 3 more uploads of the Dortmund, so 1 more final week, it should be about the end of season 2, and then I can look to retire at both clubs around the same time. Hopefully you guys understand that. If you don't, drop a comment down below and I will happily explain it to you. You can see we are in a little bit of trouble. We've got Joel Matip, Alisson, Gomez and Salah, who aren't fully fit, but realistically, the first game against Juventus, I can't risk not playing the likes of Salah and Gomez. Obviously at the back, we played Gomez and Lovren for the last game. Lovren is completely done for, so I've had to bring Matip in. We're bringing Trent back in, Robertson back in. We need to play at least 9 or 10 of the big guns, and then maybe a couple of players out of those 10 potentially not fully fit, which is what we're having to do. But we're against Juventus, Ronaldo and co. It's going to be a very difficult game, but hopefully we can get that very important win. You can now see the lineup with Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Divock Origi at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Naby Keita linking up with the skipper Jordan Henderson in the central midfield, a little deeper, the Brazilian man Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, then Robertson, Matip, Gomez and Trent at the back, with Alisson between the sticks. Divock Origi, I do believe, is 2nd or 3rd highest goal scorer in the Champions League with 7 or 8 goals. And if you are a Liverpool fan or just watch football in general, you'll know that Divock Origi is a Liverpool Champions League legend. So I'm hoping he can potentially get on the score sheet and look to punish Juventus very early on. Come on, Redmen. This has to be ours. We have to get off to a great start here. We must, because 1 or 2-0 down by half time, and we are in some serious trouble. And Juventus have got an incredible team. They're going to have Ronaldo up top for them. They've got De Ligt that they bought from Ajax. It's going to be a very... Chiellini is the man wearing the captain's armband. I am hopeful that we can get off there. He is Cristiano Ronaldo, Dybala, Aaron Ramsey, Adrian Rabiot, Emre Can. Wow, this is going to be difficult, and I hope as we get this first half kicked off with Divock Origi, we can get off to a great start and potentially take the lead very, very early on. Henderson straight through now to Mo Salah, and look at this already, a quick counter attack, and we could be able to punish Juventus here. Salah's going to run straight into De Ligt, and unfortunately, De Ligt does very well and is very strong to force Mo Salah off the ball. Henderson. Henderson out wide now to Mo Salah. This is beautiful. Mo Salah once again trying to get in behind now. Juventus are on the back foot here. It is Mo Salah now. Playing it in now. Looking for Sadio Mane. Who has put it wide of goal. How has he not challenged Szczesny between the sticks? How has he not put that on target? On the inside now for Sadio Mane, who's going to get through. That's a beautiful ball from Naby Keita. Sadio Mane to finish this time. It's a great save from Szczesny. And it's going to go out for a Liverpool corner. It's a great save. I don't know if Mane panicked a little bit there, but it was a great ball through from Naby Keita. He bends it right at the keeper. It's just not good enough. To Henderson. Divock, who's going to turn his man. Beautiful. Divock Origi through a goal. It's another great save from Szczesny. It's going to take a lot to break Szczesny down, you know. Henderson, Naby Keita opens up the body, looks at hitting, and he's at the crossbar. Come on, Divock, jump for that, son. Szczesny comes out to punch it. Into Divock. Divock now got Mo Salah once again in behind Mo Salah. All he has to do is cut in on that left foot. Mo Salah! Yes! Wow, come on! 1-0, Mo Salah, 40 minutes, back of the net. Come on, Mo! Beautiful bit of counter-attacking football in. To be honest, we have been a much better team. I thought Juventus were going to be a lot more tougher. At the back, they're pretty solid. Up top, they're pretty solid. In the midfield, though, we are bossing it right now. The likes of Emre Can, Rabiot and Ramsey just not doing it. They're not able to keep us out, and we are bossing it in the middle of the park at Anfield. We have taken the lead. I think we might be able to see this first half out with a 1-0 lead here, lads. Come on, Mo, jump for that. Good, lad. And as Mo tries to jump for the ball, the referee is going to blow for half-time at Anfield. A very, very comfortable 45 minutes for us. They have been very strong up top, keeping the ball. They have been solid at the back, not letting us in. But realistically, we are 1-0 up. We are bossing it in the middle of the park, and I hope that we can just continue to do so. Mo Salah, he's done what I needed him to do. He's come on, he's played well, he's scored. We now need to take him off. For Xherdan Shaqiri, I've got to make sure the fitness is nice and rotated because we do have to take on Fulham and then we do have to take on Juventus for the second leg in today's episode of the quarterfinals of the Champions League, as it is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo to get us kicked off in the second half period. Let's get it underway, and I would like to see an early second goal if possible. Is Rabiot, Fabinho, beautiful. Mane. In behind now, beautiful. Go over the top now for Mane. Mane through a goal! Yes! That is the early goal we need. Only 2 minutes off from the second half. A great ball out wide to Divock. A first time ball in, and Mane's there to hammer that one home. Mane's had 2 decent chances in the first half. It took him his third chance, third time lucky, but he has given us the 2-0 lead. To Divock. Divock now coming forward. Still Divock. Going to feed it in behind now for Sadio Mane. Beautiful. Mane. Little bit of skill. Here he goes. Mane. Little bit more skill. Tries to get onto the right foot. Mane still coming forward. It falls to Divock. Who's going to tap it home? It's 3-0. Come on. It was scrappy from Juventus at the back, and we made sure we punished them. Look at this. Mane with some beautiful skill. Gets a shot of it, falls to Divock. He chests it down, side puts it into the bottom left corner, and he stays very calm, very composed. Let's go, Mane. Good lad. And Mane is going to snatch that. Mane is going to snatch it. Here we go, Mane. A little bit of skill. Beautiful. Mane. Ref. Penalty. We got past him. We literally broke his legs. And I don't know if a bit of rage. He's seen a little bit of red, and he's come and dived in. I got past him and he just, look at that. Foot down the shin of Mane. Mane goes down, and it certainly should be a penalty. Here we go. Come on. Fabinho, tuck this away for me, son. Tuck it away, okay? Nice and tight in that right corner. Fabinho tucks home. It's 4-0. It is 4-0 as Fabinho, calm as you like, converts from the spot. Look at this. Szczesny has to pick that one out. Beautiful postage stamp penalty. And we are 4-0 up against Juventus. We have been a very dominant Liverpool side here. To Xherdan Shaqiri. Could have something going here now. Shaqiri on the inside. He's going to cut past one. He's still going. Look at Shaqiri go. Onto that left foot. Looks to Ben one nice and low. He has showed it wide of goal. But a great solo run there. I was just quick. Dipping in, diving out. Trying to find a little bit of space. And when I got the space, I let fly. Sadly, just wide of goal. Divock making his way into the middle of the pitch. Here goes Divock now. Lay it off now to James Milner. A little bit of space on his right foot. Let's fly! It's a great save from Szczesny and a powerful rocket there from James Milner. Let's call a play nice and deep. It is going to be our man Naby Keita who we're going to play it to. Naby Keita now going to whip it in towards the back post. Seth Van Beek's there, looks to flick it on. And it is out for the Juventus goal kick. I'm going to have Divock Origi in the middle. Let's put a nice early ball in. Look up at Divock Origi. It's going to be cleared up there from Juventus at the back. And the referee is going to blow his full-time whistle. We have managed to beat Juventus at home in the first leg 4 goddamn 0. Absolutely unbelievable. A 4-0 victory against Juventus. I didn't expect that. And even chances like that where Mane hit it straight at Szczesny between the sticks. We could have scored 4 or 5 goals. Look at the stats. 14 shots, 8 on target. We managed to only let Juve have 1 shot, and that shot wasn't even on target. Divock Origi picks up man of the match with a 9.5 rating, and we are put into a very good headspace as we look to now take on Fulham back at Anfield in the Premier League. Well, up next, we're back at Anfield to take on Fulham, and it is going to be a massive risk with what I've had to do. I've had to rotate the team quite a lot, because when we now head over to take on Juventus away from home, in that first half, it's important that I play the strongest team I possibly can. Try and get at least 1 goal, so then we've got 4 goals at home and 1 away goal, and I'm pretty sure that game is boxed off. Then I can make a load of changes and just look to bring on the likes of Curtis Jones, Larouci, Harry Wilson, Ryan Kent. Bring on a load of the youngsters to have a good chance of playing a quality team like Juventus. But as we take on Fulham, the lineup has been rotated a lot. You can see there is no other than Alisson, which, to be honest, as I look at Alisson right now, because I think he needs a rest, we are going to drop him and swap him for Adrian. I just noticed it there and I thought, other than Henderson, the captain, I don't really want any of the starting 11 to be on that pitch. I only want Henderson because I feel like he's the voice of the team and he will get round to, shouting at people and telling people what roles they need to be doing. But we have gone with David Neres out on the left wing, Minamino at striker, Wilson out on the right wing, Arthur linking up with Henderson in the central midfield roles. A little deeper, we got Marco Grujic in the central defensive midfield, and then Larouci, Lovren, Vandenberg and Klein at the back with Adrian between the sticks. I am hoping Lovren and Sepp Vanberg can do a decent job and try and at least keep a clean sheet against Fulham. In the last episode, because we did lose to Manchester City, they closed the gap to only 3 points. So if we are to drop points against Fulham, and Manchester United, which I expect they will capitalise and win their game, they will close the gap even more. If we draw and they win, it'll only be 1 point between us. And if we lose and they win, we'll be on level points. And I cannot afford for that to happen, especially because this is our 32nd game, meaning there is only 6 games remaining in the Premier League. But let's get into the simulated game against Fulham, and let's hope we can do an unbelievable job against them. The last 3 results are a 2-0 loss to Leicester City, a 3-0 loss to Arsenal, and the one team we could have done with them taking some points off. They lost 3-0 to Manchester City. Let's advance, get these players warmed up, and please, a clean sheet and a 2 or 3-0 would be beautiful. We've lost 2-1 to Fulham. And Manchester City beat Newcastle 3-1. Muller scores in the 87th. Now, what annoys me is, should I have simulated the second leg against Juventus because we did so well and managed to put so many past them? Would it have guaranteed us? I just don't know. But we have just lost 3 points to Fulham after losing at 2-1. We do, in fact, take the lead 1-0 with Neres scoring in the 9th minute. Christie then scores right before half-time in the 41st, taking it to 1-1. Milner coming on for Henderson. Guerrero then scores for Fulham in the 58th. And I think that may well be the Guerrero we have, Rafael Guerrero, in our Dortmund career mode. He used to be a Dortmund player. He's obviously now at Fulham. He's an incredible player. It doesn't surprise me that he scored. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we've just dropped 3 points and lost 2-1 to Fulham. Well, I'm questioning my decisions for today's episode a lot. Should we, after that unbelievable home game against Juventus, should we have switched it up, played the game against Fulham, guaranteed the 3 points pretty much because we played absolutely great football against Juventus. If we played against like that against Fulham, I'd expect a 6 or 7-0, and then simulated this away game against Juventus, because even if we just get a goal or 2 away from home, it's a long way back for Juventus. And to be honest, I feel like it's a long way back for them anyway. And maybe I should have gone with my second doubt and said, look, we've just dominated there. Let's not play the second leg against Juventus now. Let's make sure that we get the 3 points against Fulham, because now dropping those 3 points means Manchester City are certainly going to be on the same amount of points as us. And with only now 6 games to go to the end of the season, it is very tight. We are level on points, and one more slip up could cost us the league. I felt like losing to City was a bit of a stab. I felt like losing to Fulham there's a bit of a stab. If we lose again in the Premier League, I feel like this is a stab to the jugular and it's game over. We'll bleed out, we'll suffer, and we won't be able to go on and lift the Premier League. But right now, we've made the decisions we've made. We have to focus on this game where we are taking on Juventus up next. This time it's away from home. If we can be as dominant as we were at home, away from home, I have no doubt that we will absolutely smash this out the park and bag ourselves a place in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We have gone with Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino striker, Salah on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield, a little deeper, our Brazilian man Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Matip, Gomez and Trent at the back with Alisson between the sticks. I did worry in the first leg not having Van Dijk partnering Gomez, but you know what? Matip and Gomez really starting to gel nicely together, and I hope they can manage to keep a clean sheet and have a great partnership at the back, while unfortunately Van Dijk is sidelined. Feeling very, very confident coming into this second leg. What we've just done in the first leg, I'm excited to play in the second leg. The players are potentially going to be a little bit upset over the fact we just lost to Fulham. It's a completely different team, so the heads won't have dropped. But I think the fact that we've now let City catch us on points, it is going to be a little bit of a problem. But we managed 4-0 in the first half as Juventus do get us kicked off. Can we manage to do the same again? Gomez out wide now to Trent. Then we're going to trail the line to Mo Salah. And this is what they unfortunately struggled with in the first leg. We managed to just constantly get in behind them. Here comes Mo Salah. He's getting shoved off the ball there from De Ligt. And it's a very, very good tackle. Gomez has got it. Go out wide, Gomez. No, we're going to give it away there as well. Ball into the middle. Deal without Matip. Let's get rid of it. It's a great save from Alisson. And it is going to be out for a Juventus corner. They have come out a lot stronger. Realistically, they've had to be in 4-0 down on aggregate. Ball on the inside now. Let's win that with Gomez. It's Fabinho. Through now to Gini. Round to Mane. And we're going to be gone here with the pace of Sadio Mane. Juventus cannot afford to let Sadio Mane get in behind. Sadio Mane through a goal. It should be in the back of the net. Just control this play and see out this half, lads. And there we go. Emre Can in the middle of the park. Does control the ball. The referee is going to play for half-time. It's not exactly what I planned. I did look to go for a goal or two in that first half so we can get that away goal. It hasn't happened. I am now going to look at making a couple of important changes. So Gino Wijnaldum coming off for, let's go Naby Keita. I'm going to bring, who am I going to bring on? I'm going to bring Ryan Kent on to play for Mo Salah. It's tough, this next move. I'm going to drop. I don't really need to go that attacking, really. We're 4-0 up on aggregate. I don't see them being able to score 4 goals in the second half. I just don't see it happening. So I think I'm actually going to drop. He can't play there, but I'm going to drop Bobby Firmino. In fact, better idea. Right, we're going to move Henderson. Henderson to CDM for Fabinho. Move Fabinho up top for Bobby. So we're dropping Bobby into the midfield now, which I think in real life Bobby would be awesome in the midfield. And then I'm going to take him off for Ryan Brewster. I'm going to give the youngster Ryan Brewster, only 21 years of age. He is going to play the next half against Juventus, and hopefully it'd be great for him and his confidence if he could score his first UEFA Champions League goal against Juventus, as we do now look to get this second half kicked off with Ryan Brewster. Ryan Kent is going to drop the shoulder and get past. That is beautiful from Ryan Kent. I'm going to slide that in now. Looking for Ryan Brewster in the middle. Go on, Ryan! Ryan's there! And Chesney, luckily enough, manages to scup it out from underneath the feet of Ryan Brewster and manages to cling on to it. Go on the inside now and then go straight out wide now to Bobby Firmino. It's going to fall to Mane, who's going to play it in to Ryan Brewster. He's now got Ryan Kent, who's going to get in behind. And Ryan Kent surely should be able to do something from here. Ryan Kent onto his left foot. Looks to bend when it's blocked. I should have hit it first time. That was all my fault. Should have hit it first time. Go on, Bobby. Get in there, son. Here's Naby Keita. Play it through there now to Ryan Brewster. Beautiful Ryan Brewster. Plays it back to Sadio Mane. Yes! Ryan Brewster with the assist. A great ball. Let's not take away the great ball from Naby Keita. Ran up the line to catch Ryan Brewster on the last man. It was beautiful football. And Sadio Mane, as usual, right place, right time. Look at this. Ball straight up the line there. Beautiful. Inside to Mane, and Mane could go near post. He doesn't. He goes far post and still manages to beat Chesney between the sticks. We've got that one away goal. It's 5-0 over the two legs. It's game over for Juve. Ball in. Let's get that, Alisson. Great punch out. Let's get there, Keita, if we can. Well done, Keita, with a beautiful touch as he now turns his man. I need everyone to start moving. Let's go through there now to Ryan Brewster. Ryan Brewster back to Naby Keita. Back now up the line. Oh, should have went to Ryan Brewster there. I don't, but regardless, we see out the game against Juventus or Piemonte. And we have managed to beat them 5-0 over the two legs. Ladies and gentlemen, with that result coming in, we have now just bagged ourselves a place in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And just like the first leg, yes, there wasn't as much possession. There wasn't as many shots on target, as many goals. But we were still with a much more dominant team. Juventus having 2 shots, only one of them being on target. We had 4 shots, 3 on target, very consistent. We were the much dominant side. Ryan Brewster managed to pick up man of the match for us with an 8.1 rating. Bearing in mind, he only come on in the second half and still played his heart out to bag that man of the match. His first man of the match probably ever. And he's doing it in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Juventus. What a match that he will remember for the rest of his career. Wow, so for once, it's not the usual teams going towards the quarterfinals, the semi-finals and the finals. You're normally seeing the likes of Real Madrid in there, Barcelona, Manchester United, Manchester City. But in reality, the semi-finals teams are going to be Atletico Madrid, ourselves Liverpool, Spurs and Valencia. Dortmund did not manage to get through to the semi-finals. They were beaten 2-2 by Valencia, who then won on away goals. It was unlucky, and when away goals do kick in, it can be a little bit annoying, but that's the way that it works. So Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Spurs and Valencia are your semi-finalists this year in the Champions League. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. You can already see the very first game in the next episode is the Merseyside derby. We are travelling to Everton's ground to take them on, and that is a must game that we will have to play. But as we jump over to the calendar, we can take a look at the next 3 games in the next episode and decide which 2 we're going to play and which one we're potentially going to simulate. So the game against Everton away from home is a must. We have to be playing that game. Spoiler alert, I have also just seen who our semi-finalists or our semi-finals game in the Champions League is against. And it is against Atletico Madrid, the team in real life this year that knocked us out of the Champions League. So it'd be very nice to do the job over them. But that is another episode ahead. In the next episode, it's Everton away from home, Newcastle away from home, and then Bournemouth back at home in the Premier League. So 3 Premier League games, 9 points up for grabs. We need to get all 9 points. And I do have a little bit of good news coming out of the end of today's episode. Yes, we lost against Fulham, which was a bit of a bummer, but we battered Juventus and we've bagged ourselves a place in the semi-finals. But more importantly, I've had an email from the senior physiotherapist to say that Van Dijk is ready to get back training. Now, we were not expecting Van Dijk back till the Chelsea game on the 1st of May. Luckily enough for us, he should be able to play in either the Newcastle or, worst case scenario, the Bournemouth game. Now, I would prefer to play him in the Newcastle game so we can have a solid week's rest, and then we can play him in the first leg against Atletico Madrid. Now, what we'll do is we'll go and see who's higher in the table between Newcastle and Bournemouth, and whoever's lower down the table will be the game that we simulate. So, as we go down, Everton are down in 9th. We're going to be playing that game regardless. We then have Bournemouth in 15th and Newcastle in 16th. Only 4 points between them. So, What I'm now going to do is look at who's conceding the most. So Newcastle have conceded more goals than Bournemouth. So just on that stat, I am going to simulate the game against Newcastle because first of all, they're lower, and second of all, they have conceded more goals, meaning we have got a better chance to score more goals and potentially get that very important win. Now, we expected that against Fulham. It didn't happen today, but hopefully it can happen in the next episode. So we will be playing Everton, simulating Newcastle, and then playing the game back at Anfield for the final game in the next episode against Bournemouth. Then for the episode after that, we're going to be taking on Atletico Madrid for the first leg. We move into the month of May, and this is where things get very tricky, and this is why I'm going to learn from my mistakes from today's episode. I probably should have simulated the second leg against Juventus after we beat them 4-0. So what we're going to do is, whichever one of these games, between that one there, Atletico Madrid, and the second leg there, whichever one is at, let me just think so I can get this right, whichever one is at home, us being at home, we are going to play and try and batter them, try and get 3-4 goals, but most importantly, try and keep a clean sheet. And then the away game, we're going to simulate. And if we score an away goal or 2 away goals, and we scored 3 or 4 at home, we're pretty much guaranteed to get through to the final, where we'll either be seeing Spurs or Valencia. Personally, I think it'll be Spurs, so I would like to hope that it is going to be an all-English Champions League final. That would be absolutely incredible. But I'm thinking that we need to play that home game just to make sure we stop them trying to score, because if we simulate that home game and they score 3 or 4, it puts a lot of pressure on us when we play the away game. We'd have to go and score the same amount plus 1, so it makes it very difficult. So I think that is our best option. We'll play the home game. So if the first leg is away, we'll do that, and then at least it gives us an idea. So if we're away from home, we score 2. We've scored 2 away goals. We know when we play at home that we have to do a job over them and stop them conceding. And that's the difficult thing. The away goals are massive, so we have to make sure we don't let them have any away goals. But that is 2 episodes away. We have to focus on the next episode, which is 9 points in the Premier League up for grabs. We are ending today's episode joint with Manchester City on 79. We cannot afford another slip-up. So hopefully in that simulated game against Steve Bruce's Newcastle, we're not going to slip up and we will get those very important points. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around there, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I'm from MassiveBrad. Peace out.